Hi and welcome to the next class of Appium. In the previous class we were discussing about the basics of Appium, like what is Appium all about, and how to use Appium. Today we'll be discussing about the configuration of Appium into our system and real devices, like how to connect your real device with your Appium, okay, and what are the levels that you need to perform in order to install and configure the Appium in your system so that your real device can be easily connected to the system. So in order to go with the Appium, we need to have like Android and many more softwares into our machine. So we'll be installing all the softwares line by line. Okay, starting from the one, we'll go to the website of Android. So I'll write here download Android. So simply download the Android. Okay, go to the site developer.android.com. Just click over this website, the first one, and you have the option of download Android Studio. Click over this button so that your downloading will automatically start. Okay, as this is already downloading my machine, so I won't be downloading it again, but I'll show you the configuration part. So just download this Android. This is nearly to 1 GB, so this will take some time depending upon your internet speed. In the meanwhile, you may go and also download Java. Download Java 8. So you have this website, oracle.com. This is the official website where you could easily get your Java. So coming down, just accept the license. Okay, after accepting the license, whether your Windows is 64-bit or 32-bit, depending on your Windows variant, you may download any. Like for me, my Windows is 64-bit, so I have to download this version of Java. Just click over this and it will start downloading. Okay, let's click over this button. Now this link will automatically start. This will start your downloading of Java. It's nearly 207 MB. So after you are done with the downloading of your Java and Android Studio, look, normally when we'll follow any process, it would be something like two-way process. Let me show you the diagram. Like for example, if you may say that, suppose whenever you download any software, there are two steps when you like you normally follow. First is download it from, let me increase the font size. Okay, download it from Google or any website. Let me rewrite it. Download it, and after downloading it, the next step here is, let me increase the font size. Install it. Okay, which is followed by your third step. Okay, and in the third step what you do is, normally we'll configure it. Look, downloading and installing is not a big deal, okay, because it's as simple as downloading any exe. You just click over the website. Like if I go back to the website, okay, like I went to the website, I clicked over this link, this exe is getting downloaded, and I need to click over this button. This will start installing. Downloading and installing is good, but the configuration is more important. Like how you configure it. The configuration plays more vital role in this case. So what we'll be doing is we'll be going with the configuration. Okay, I assume that downloading and installation is pretty done by you. So now how to move with this configuration stuff. So starting from Java, like while you've been installing Java, and if you're going, I'll go to my system, my C drive, program files, sorry, program files, and you search Java here, and then you have option of JDK 1.8. Just click over it, and then you have your bin folder. Just copy the path till your JDK 1.8. Don't copy bin right now. After this, go to your computer. Just go to the properties. You have an option of advanced system settings. Just click over your advanced system settings. Here you have the option of your environment variables, where you could easily set your environment variables. So click over your environment variables. So after this, what you need to do is look, one is your user variables, another is your system variables. So inside your system variables, what you need to do is just click over new here and write Java underscore home and paste the path. And after this, you need to press OK button. Okay, I'm just pressing cancel because Java home is already configured for me. If you could see here, Java home is already configured for me. Okay, so after this, what you need to do is you need to go to your path, just edit it, copy this whole path and open in notepad. So this is kind of my whole path of Java, of my whole path variable. Look, do not fiddle with this path variable because this contains all your files linked to your system, your Windows reboot and all that stuff. So if you'll fiddle with up, you may end up corrupting your Windows. So be very attentive while you are playing with around this stuff. So here what you need to do is just at the end of it, at the end of semicolon, write percentile Java underscore home and a percentile. That's it. You just need to write percentage Java home, means you are directly importing your path. Okay, I'll show you here also. What you need to write here is percentile Java underscore home and percentile and a semicolon. That's it. This will ensure your Java home. Look, I've copied from there also. So this is it that you need to write. So if you go back at the end here, just append percentile Java home, then press OK. Then you just need to write OK here. Okay, and then come back, open your command prompt and write Java version. And if you're properly getting Java version 1.8, okay, you're getting this window and this message. This means that your Java is properly configured in your machine. Look, you have already downloaded it, you have already installed it, but now you have configured your Java in your machine. So this is important. The configuration is really important in this case, and actually that plays very important role. Why this plays important role? When we'll be installing the Eclipse, we'll talk about that, like why Java is pretty important in this case. So if I move a step ahead, we are good with Java. We have already downloaded the Android Studio. Now what is the use of Android Studio? Why we have downloaded it? Look, the main reason behind downloading Android Studio is because we need to get the Android SDK. What is SDK? If you might have seen that while installing the Java also, there was some JDK. Let me go to the folder. look, inside Java it was a JDK. Now what is the full form of this JDK? Okay, what does this JDK stands for? Let me open a new one. The word JDK stands for Java Development Kit. Similarly, SDK stands for Software Development Kit. SDK is Software Development Kit. Because for Java, because we want to use Java, so we have already configured this Java development kit. Similarly, in case of your Android, we need to ensure that we are configuring this software development kit for your Android. So now we'll go to the Android Studio to retrieve the softwares that we want. We will retrieve the kit that we want. So like after installing your Android, you'll be getting an icon of Android, something like this. Okay, so click over this and this would be the landing screen where you could simply see your Android Studio. So at the top of the screen, okay, you have a button of SDK Manager. It's to your right in the top. Okay, so this icon would be coming a download button. Okay, and if you'll bring your mouse, you'll get a SDK Manager pop up over it. Just click over this SDK Manager pop up. So you have your Android SDK here. Now what you need to do is you need to ensure that you have certain set of softwares pretty installed with you. So as we were discussing about API levels in the previous, similarly we will be installing this like for Oreo and Marshmallow. And suppose if something is more latest after this video, there are more latest softwares. Do ensure that from the top you have installed everything. Like it's for me it's 8.1 Oreo, like for you it could be like 9.1, and anything above it like something like Android API level 28, API level 29. Install everything before your 6.0. Okay, after clicking on this button, you need to press over OK, or you may go over apply. First of all, click over apply button. Okay, first click over apply and then OK. Don't directly go with OK because we need to install more set of softwares. So after clicking over apply button, you will be get this confirmation page. It's saying the following components should be installed. It's just a pop-up that are you sure you want to install this set of softwares? The answer is yes, we need it. So press over OK, and a new window will get pop up, and in that window you may simply so it will automatically start installing. Okay, look, when you are installing this set of softwares, ensure that you are under very good internet speed, because the main reason behind is you are downloading good amount of data here. So ensure that the speed is good and you have a good bandwidth of internet present with you. Okay, so right now I'll click over cancel. I'll do offline. Okay, you just complete all the processes. So after performing the operation over your SDK platforms, you need to move to the SDK tools. So click over your SDK tools. Like for the top, it's Android SDK build tools. Guys, this is a very important step. Ensure that you are downloading each and every SDK tool, because if you'll miss any amongst them, you won't be able to work. This data won't be able to work. So ensure that you are performing every step line by line, and don't mix the steps. Normally what people do is they first of all they start SDK tools, they download this, they don't install SDK platform, they download the Eclipse, then they come back for the SDK platforms. So don't jump any step. Please perform the steps in sequence. They are not the parallel execution, they have to be executed in sequence. So do remember this thing. So after your Android SDK build tools, come to the next. You have Android SDK platform tools. Just click over this button. Then you have Android SDK tools. This, like for me it's pretty installed, but you need to click over them. And moving down, you need to install Google Play Services, Google USB driver, Google Web driver, okay, and everything present inside your support repository. Now the reason behind is why we are installing everything. Just a second. Now the question is why this set of softwares are pretty important. Why these tools? Why these are important? Look, for your Android SDK build tools, why we are configuring this? The main reason behind this, because down the line we'll be configuring them into our environment variables like we did for the Java. Same will be going for your SDK platforms and tools. These are important because at the runtime we want that whenever a system should start, your Android should get automatically loaded in your machine, so that when you will plug your device and want to run your Appium, you don't have to manually go to your Android and just set these variables. You want that this variable should be set automatically, so only due to this reason you will be doing it in this way. So after just clicking over all this stuff, what you need to do is just simply click over your apply and click over OK button. Similarly, a new window will come like that was coming for our SDK platforms, and this will start downloading, and you need to ensure that you are downloading everything here on a similar ground. Ensure that you're on a very good speed, and it's the same requirement that you have in case of your SDK platforms, right? So right now I'll cancel it because I'll do it offline. Now after doing all this stuff, what you need to do is just copy this path. This path is important. Okay, just copy this path and click over OK button now. Okay, so let's click over OK button, and now you may close this Android Studio also, you don't need it. Open this path, and inside this path, okay, ensure that you are opening this path after downloading everything. After you have everything, your Android Studio, you have restarting it, and you be coming to this screen where your SDK is present. So after getting your SDK, like for me it's in the F drive Android AUG 18 and SDK. So I have build tools, then I have extras, I have platforms, I have platform tools and tools. Now what I'll be doing is I'll be configuring this stuff like my platform tools, my tools and build tools. I'll be configuring inside my environment variables like I did for my Java. So going back to your computer, go to the properties, you have advanced system settings, similarly the environment variables. Now inside your system variables, click over new, right here Android underscore home and the path till SDK. Okay, and then press the OK button. Okay, look, for me it is already done, so I've not pressed OK, I have pressed cancel, but you need to press OK button here to be pretty just be doubly triply sure that your Android home and Java is coming here. This is very important. Similarly, just go to path, just edit it, copy it, you may come back to your notepad. Okay, and I already pasted it. Now what you need to do here is you'll write here percentile Android home percentile. The first would be writing platform tools. Similarly, let me copy this, copy platform tools. After this, write tools semicolon. After this, it has to be platforms and write semicolon. So let me increase the font size and show you that what three imports that has to be done here. Go to the paint only. Just give me a second. Look, first of all, percentile underscore Android underscore home, then the slash platform tools, similarly slash tools and platforms. Just need to write these three. So I'll go to my path, paste them, press the OK. Only these three you want, okay? Then press the OK button. Now after pressing OK, ensure that you have closed your command prompt and you are reopening it again. Just write Android here. You will receive a message, okay, that your Android command is deprecated for manual SDK AVD. This means that your Android is properly installed and configured in your machine. Okay, this is very important. This warning message has to come. This is not an error. This is a warning message. There is difference between error and warning message. Your Android is configured. That's why this warning is coming for you. And if this warning is coming, it means you are on right track. Okay. Now I'll go back to my Android. Just give me a second. So normally when you'll be playing around with your Android SDK, inside your tools folder, you just need to go to inside the tools folder and ensure that you have this traceview.bat. If this traceview.bat is not present with you, your Eclipse won't be able to recognize your device. There will be problem with Eclipse detecting your device. So in that case, what you need to do is we will be uploading this traceview.bat. You can simply download it from our website. That would be very easy and handy approach for you. But ensure that you have this. Either you download it or you Google it, but in both the cases you should have this traceview.bat with you. Okay, you could get it from our website also. That's not the issue. So coming back, after configuring your Android and after configuring your you may say that Java, now the next step is that we'll be downloading our you may say Eclipse. Eclipse is a far more important point. I'll go to my presentation also. Like here also we were talking about that we'll be downloading the Eclipse, and after having Eclipse with us, we'll be ensuring that our device is pretty plugged to our system. Or we can say that how to make the device being detected by the system. That how to be aware, how our system would be aware that my device is detected. Look, if you remember that we were downloading the Google drivers in your Android SDK. The only reason behind that was because you need to ensure that when you plug your device is automatically detected. But this Google USB driver, this contains the driver of most of the devices, but not all the devices. Like if you have some, like for mostly of, if you talk about your Samsung phones, mostly Samsung phones, or mostly you may say Nexus phone, okay, these are automatically detected because their drivers are already present. But there are few custom phones whose drivers are not present. So in that case, you need to manually go to the website of the company that you have. Like suppose just a small example like OnePlus. Okay, you have a OnePlus handset and your system is unable to detect it. Okay, so in that case, you may simply go to the website of OnePlus. You may download the driver of your phone so that your phone is pretty compatible. But mostly phones would be covered by the Google side because Google itself gives you the option of drivers. Now coming back here, let's download Eclipse. Look, go with the Photon one and don't go with the Oxygen or anything else. Photon is better, so I'll recommend Photon. So we'll be downloading this Photon for Eclipse. So look, the first one is JRebel for Eclipse ID. Following down, you could see that Eclipse IDE for Java developers. So, okay, let's come to this. This is a good one. You may download it. That will be easy. So just click over this link, or if depends like if you have a 32-bit or 64-bit. So just click over the following depending upon your Windows. If you're using a 32-bit window, then go with the 32-bit. If it's a 64-bit, 64-bit is pretty recommended in that way. But choose them. And this is a official website, eclipse.org. Download packages, release Photon M6. In this you have a number of options. Look, there are many options for your Eclipse. Okay, but I recommend this one. Go with the Java developers. That is pretty good for you. And like my system is 64-bit, so I'll be downloading this 64-bit version. Let me start it. So like if I come back, we were talking about the three main steps: download, install, and configure. Downloading is the same, you may do it. Install is the same. In case of your Eclipse, you don't need to configure it. But what we do is we configure few set of software inside Eclipse. Okay, we do not configure in Eclipse, but we will be setting some software inside our Eclipse. Now, what are those set of softwares that we need to install inside the Eclipse? So first of all, let me open my Eclipse so that I could show you that how your Eclipse pretty looks like. So when you'll open your Eclipse, like I'm getting some warning message here for Android SDK. Failed to get the required ADT version number from SDK. Android developer toolkit may not work properly. This is just a warning message. Now why this warning message is coming? Because I have configured Eclipse. I have configured my Android in my Eclipse. So after you are done with the installation, like after you configure everything in the Eclipse, okay, you'll get this warning message. So don't worry about this warning message. This is just a warning message. You may simply close it. But this warning message should come, because if you have not configured properly inside your Eclipse, then this warning message will not come. But you need this warning message. So now what we'll be doing is we'll be setting some set of software inside of our Eclipse. Like we'll be configuring the Android that we already have with us inside our Eclipse. Another would be your test ng. Like if I come here, okay, if I'm talking here in this document also, I'm talking about the same stuff. So let's come back. Sorry. So just go to the window. So let's go to the help, and you have the option of install new software, and so just click over add button here. In the name write ADT, and in the location you need to write HTTPS, then dlssl.google.com/Android, and it's your Eclipse. Okay, it means that we are just saying that you need to set your Android in Eclipse. Okay, this is the command that you need to follow: dlssl google.com Android Eclipse. This is important. Okay, ensure that you are under very good internet speed while you're again doing it. After this, click over add. So when you click over add button, it will come here, and this developer tools will start coming for you. And if you'll expand it, for me it is showing that all the items are installed, because for me everything is installed. So what you need to do is just need to click over it, and then you have a next button. Just keep on pressing next, 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 and at the end you need to press the finish, and it will install all the plugins linked to the Android into your Eclipse. So now after doing this plugins, what you need to do is just restart your Eclipse once. Restarting Eclipse is very, very important. I am emphasizing over this stuff again and again. Just do restart it. The thing is, because people mostly don't restart it and the settings are not properly configured. So ensure that you're reinstalling it. Now after this, what you need to do is go to your window. After restarting it, go to your window. You have option of preferences there. You'll be seeing an Android here, and in the SDK location you need to set the location that you have set in your environment variables. Like this is a location till your SDK. Okay, copy this location and set it here. Look, in your case it could be the case that like you have installed the SDK, the location could be somewhat different. Okay, but ensure that your SDK location present in your Eclipse, present in your environment variables, and present in your Android Studio. It has to be same. And if the location is not the same in case of Eclipse, you have to change the location with the one that is present in your Android Studio. This is important. Then press over apply, and then apply and close. So after pressing apply and close, what you need to do is you need to restart your Eclipse once again, so that the settings could take place. And after restarting it, you will get the same warning message that I was getting. Okay, let me close it. So if I'll open it again, you'll you'll get a warning message, the same warning message that I was getting. So if that warning message is coming, it means that you are pretty good to go and your Eclipse is your Android is properly configured and installed in your Eclipse. So look, this is pretty opening for me. This will take some time to fetch. Look, I'm getting this message again. Okay, the message of the warning message, that ADT and all that stuff. This means that I'm good with the pretty configuration and installation of Eclipse. So if this warning message is not coming, and try to recheck that what mistake you have done, and you may just go through the video again. Okay, so this pretty completes your Android installation in your Eclipse in your system.